talk about the top tips for Munich. I will start with tip number 1. Get a SIM card with gigas at Vodafone, We2, or any of the carriers, because you're gonna need it a lot. Isn't that true, Jorge? In his experience, he's been suffering because he doesn't have any gigas, and you're gonna use that to go on Google Maps, to take an Uber, to go on places, check them out before you can come in, translate signs. Kind of needed so far. Second tip will be to learn the basic words. Hallo, which means hello, and danke or dankeschön, which means thank you or thank you very much. Tip number 3 will be do a lot of walking downtown, in the downtown core. That's filled with lots of historical buildings. Although many of them were demolished at World War II, you can see the Maritzplatz, the Royal Residence, which is, by the way, biggest one in Germany in a city, and it's right here in Munich. Tip number three is to go to the beer halls. You have to go to them, and there is one called Overhouse. I'll show you guys a video soon. That's been around since the year 1300, and it used to be the brewery in there, and it's pretty affordable. That's a place where they have the big jugs of beer, the 1.5 liter jugs. You're gonna see them. Beer is almost, considering that this is the capital of beer, there's only like 4 types of beer here, and most of the people go for the Hellas. That's widely sold. There is the Augustiner, which is the other brand, widely loved as well. And those are the 2 that I know and that I have seen everywhere. Tip number 5: before you jump in a restaurant or bar, read the menu. Read the menu outside so you can see the prices. I'm gonna let you know that most of the beers here are priced at €3.05 for a pint. That's like the usual price, except in the touristic places, which is about 4 or 5 for a pint, 4 or 5 euros for a pint. Food wise, expect to pay between 12 euros and 15 euros for a plate of food. Go for the traditional. Order the sausages, order the schnitzels, order roasted pork leg, wild boar. Tip number 6: don't be afraid in using the lime monopatines. They are everywhere, they're cheap, and they're gonna save you a lot of time. In my experience, I was a little bit intimidated by the public transportation system. Although there is a subway, there is a tram, and there is a bus, everything is in German, and it seemed a little bit complicated. Besides, the city is so small that you can just walk it. There's no problem. And if you're too tired and you don't want to go in the monopatin, you can always order an Uber, which is, standard price. It's like 7 euros for a ride, something like that. Tip number 7: get the typical Bavarian breakfast, which I know you're going to be surprised. It's actually sausage, bratwurst sausage, pretzels, and beer for breakfast. Oh my god, look at the castle. We're just having a sorry guys. And 7: do not be afraid of walking. You have to walk the city so you can really enjoy the culture and history. Going to the bakeries, have the typical stuff. It's what you need to do, okay? Bakeries, beer halls, restaurants, bars, historical sites. That's all I care when I'm here in Bavaria. Well, the biggest shocks that we experience in Munich. Shock number one, we go there at night, and although it was a Monday, we expected to see lots of people in the street. Didn't see nobody. It looked like a dead town. And you know, it was kind of in the middle of winter, but there's not a lot of nightlife. It's just more like day stuff and day drinking, that kind of things. Second shock, Germans are not the most friendly people, but they all speak English, or most of them, especially the younger ones. Lots of English here, so you're not gonna have any trouble being understood. Any other shock that you feel, Jorge? No, I think those were the two ugly shocks, and the other good shocks were how beautiful downtown Munich is. It's gorgeous. And tip number 10 times 10, 10, 10. If you go to München, you have to come here. If you don't come here, your trip is worth zero. Trust me.